live. Ooh, bright light. Oh, crap. I don't know if you can hear me. I gotta unplug the microphone. Let's see if we get anybody in here. If not, I'll kind of make this a little preview quick video talking about the 2019 Sub 4 RA channel season with the YouTube Cup. And what's up? We got stuff and more Hot Wheels. Dylan Craft. What's up, guys? There's Highway 99 behind me. We'll talk a little bit. That's better lighting right there. That's better lighting anyways. Jose Navarro, aka Al Pastor, is in the house. What's going on, guys? We're gonna have a chat about the upcoming season. Still trying to finish 2018, and as you can see, wet. Me in shorts as always. Wet. Rain in the forecast the next 4 days. I have qualifying done. Need to edit the video, then upload it. Qualifying done. Hope to get the racing sometime this week, get that posted, and then one a week. I'm gonna probably postpone the regular NOS Racing series, get the YouTube Cup done because that's the priority, so we can focus on 2019, and then here and there with the regular NOS series, I'll get that done. What's going on, John? I'll get that done and concluded. But Gets Hearted and Broke is in the house as well. I sure do, Dylan. We put on a heck of a show, if memory serves me correctly. All right, guys, so we're going to start the 2019 YouTube Cup season in correlation with the real NASCAR season. So we'll have a Speed Weeks, we'll have qualifying, we'll have the YouTube Cup Daytona 500 just as the regular NASCAR series kicks off. So we're going to finish up 2018 and not have a whole lot of time before 2019. So don't forget, if you want to get cars in, you can send them to my P.O. Box. You can address it to Rhino, R-H-Y-N-O. And the P.O. Box is 577-976, Modesto, California, 95357. Okay. You can mod your car. You can add weight to the inside. You can do wheel swaps. This season, I'm allowing any style, even if it's a Hot Wheels, Matchbox, whatever, any style car, as long as it's been used at some point in NASCAR history, you can use it, you can race it, including, even though it's kind of a generic one, Circle Tracker. You can use Circle Tracker. I'm hoping if you do use such cars, or even that Dodge, we do have Bobby Och has entered the regular Dodge. So I'm trying not to get too many cars with the same paint scheme. So if you do enter it going forward, hopefully you can mod it with a different paint job. So you can do Circle Tracker, the Dodge, like that Mopar one that's out right now. Any NASCAR style, even the older ones like the Chevy Lumina, you can do those. Okay. Qualifying is going to be for 2019. Same thing. It's going to be real fast. Yeah, I'm starting with the Bristol one just so I can get these videos out. There's not going to be a whole lot of editing. It's going to be quick and show you guys who qualified, just so I can get these videos out in a more timely manner. Okay. What was I going to say? Lost my train of thought. It's a little cold out here. Let's see. Tim Flock won. Good. Yes, Tim Flock. Man, that car's come out of nowhere. Tim Flock is 20th YouTube Cup, and he missed, what, the first 2 races? He didn't qualify for one. So, look out for Tim Flock. Truck Series, yes. We'll talk a little bit about the Truck Series here in sunny California. This is the Central Valley, where temperatures will dip sometimes into the 20s. And honestly, I just came back from Seattle, the weather here isn't a whole lot warmer than it is in Seattle. I was in shorts half of the time in Seattle, only because I only packed, not knowing how it was going to be. I only packed a few. As you can see, it's wet. It's wet. Look, see, shorts. That's how I roll. We'll talk about the truck series here in a minute. USPS shows package delivered. Thank you for the update, John. I am going to go to the post office then, because I only check it when I think, when like you said, you had told me there's a package coming, so I don't check it usually unless I know there's something coming. Yes, we'll talk just about the trucks here in a moment. You can still get, for the YouTube Cup, you can still get Unabomber. We got enough. I had my sunglasses maybe. Jesse Moreno, aka Rico Singleman, in the house. This is weird because, not like I like staring at myself, but when I look at the cell phone on these live feeds, all I see is your messages, comments. But you can still, for the YouTube Cup, you can still do the regular NASCAR ones. It's fine. They run really good. Lionel's can be kind of hit and miss. Some of them are extremely fast. Some of them are pulling up the rear. You can still do Winter Circle, Racing Champions, Revel, all that good stuff. You can still do those. Those run, in my opinion, just as good as some of the other ones. So as long as it's been like I said, a car that, and it has to have a number. It has to have a number. Okay? Has to have a number. That goes for the truck series as well. They all have to have numbers. I know we have a couple cars that were entered at the very beginning of the YouTube Cup that don't have numbers, including Vinny Nightlife and Ken Castillo. Ken might want to upgrade his car. I don't know what it is. That the Vinny Nightlife one is considerably faster than the Vinny one's considerably faster than Ken Castillo, and they're the same exact casting. Still Winter Circle. You can still do the Hot Wheels NASCAR ones, which, little secret, those are about the fastest ones you're going to find. Definitely the most consistent. King of the Quarter Mile, formerly known as the Bounty Hunter Challenge. We're going to be running those one a month. We have quite a few cars already, and we got some fast castings for that already. So don't forget, you send in a stock, unopened Hot Wheel Matchbox 1/64 scale, as long as it fits on the track. We're going to race them once a month against everybody. You send in $1, and whoever wins and can beat the current champion will get the pot. Now, what happens if nobody wins? Right? I know you keep the money, the scale is full. No, the money will roll over, just like T-Mobile minutes, supposedly. The skrill will roll over to the next month until somebody can take down the King of the Quarter Mile. So right now, do you know anybody know who might be the King of the Quarter Mile? Yes, the Misfits. We have quite a few that have been sent in for that. The King of the Misfits has just kind of been kicked to the side. I did King of the Misfits 22 qualifying on Instagram over the summer, and it's been pushed way to the back. I think we will at some point kind of continue that, but that'll be just every so often type stuff. I had to look back. Now, it was Dirty Deep? Dirty Deep, right? Wasn't you, John, was it? Who sent the Dodge Concept Baby Ruth? I have to look back on my notes, and I don't have them with me. I want to say that was Dirty Deep. That is the current King of the Quarter Mile. Remember, any stock car, as long as it's going to fit on the 6-lane raceway on the orange track, will race. You send in $1. Yeah, pretty sure it was Dirty Deep. You send in $1, and if you can get through all the cars that were sent, and if you can beat whoever the current champion is, tall task, I know, but you will collect all the Skrill. And right now, for January, because people sent in cars right after the Bounty Hunter Challenge I did. Yes, sir, this will upload. Let me, Stuff and More was asking about, yes, mods or Truck Series modded. Yes, it could be any truck. It could be any truck. It has to have a number, and it can't have any weight added to the outside. No cars with weight added to the outside. I'll talk more about it now. Just wanted to give you a heads up. Any style truck, it doesn't matter, as long as it has a number and a driver name to go with it. I know we're missing some driver names for the YouTube Cup. But yeah, King of the Quarter Mile. We're gonna do it once a month, and yeah, go for it, Dylan. And like I said, that'll be $1 added to it. Now the Truck Series, I want to do these one at a time. So we're going to do the YouTube Cup season first, and I'm thinking maybe anywhere from 10 to 12 races, and we'll do that. That's good. Gotta love racing. I love racing in all forms. Former cross-country track runner. Love auto racing, any kind of racing, doesn't matter. So the Truck Series will be run after the YouTube Cup in 2019. That way everything is run on a consistent basis. It's kind of hard running two different series with as much that goes into it in terms of qualifying, editing, setting up tracks, all that stuff. Come back so I do. Yeah, I'm going to talk more about that too. If you have sent in cars, I know before, if you send them in for the King of the Quarter Mile, those will be kept with me. I will keep those, and if somebody can become the champion, they'll get the money. If you send in cars for the YouTube Cup Truck Series, if you ever want them back at any point, you can do that. You just have to get in contact with me, and then pay the shipping, and I will ship them back. Okay. So Truck Series, we will start that. So if I do 10, 12 races, I want to say start in February we'll have an all-star race in there, so it'll actually probably be, what's up, Moises? It'll probably be maybe an odd number of races, so probably either 11 or 13. So the Truck Series probably won't start, and this kind of gives people more time. And I know people, the Truck Series is going to start in 2025 or whatever, but as a joke. But I have never even formally announced when it would take place. I said we would do it, and I already have quite a few trucks that have been sent in. But it could be any truck, just has to have a number. You can mod the inside as much as you want. You can paint the outside, preferably, not necessarily, but preferably. Okay. And it just has to have a number. Don't forget, go Rams this weekend against the Saints. Whose house? Our house. Even though we're playing in the Superdome, it's going to be loud. Boys better be ready. All right, anybody have any questions? I'll probably do a more formal video for it. The Aints. Well, hopefully the D shows up for us. We stop the run. Uh-oh. We got Stuff and More going for the Saints. I am a lifelong Rams fan since I was 3. First game I remember watching, Super Bowl 14, Rams Steelers. So I kind of started as a bandwagon fan, I guess you could say, just a little over 3 years old. But I have stuck with them in a lot of bad times. Thank you, Mr. Jose Navarro, aka Al Pastor. Go by. Oh, so you're sticking with that side of it. All right. Yeah, Vikes they had kind of a disappointing season this year. Don't know if they should have just stuck with Keenum. Would have been cheaper. I don't know. Tough call. Or maybe they shouldn't have got rid of Bridgewater. We'll see. Give them some time. Anybody have any questions about King of the Quarter Mile, the YouTube Cup, the Truck Series, any of that stuff? I am hoping to have all forms of the NOS Racing. Tim Flock can't be defeated on 3D Botmaker's track. It's not looking like it. Even though he had that El Reco in qualifying. He had an El Reco in qualifying, but didn't bother him. Started all the way in the back. Made his way all the way to the front. That was impressive. Let's see how he does on Bristol. See if he can carry that forward, all that momentum. Tim Flock, for those of you who don't know, an actual driver. I believe he won the NASCAR Series points champion. He was the champ at least once. I don't know if he was a two-time. YouTube Cup. Here's the deal on the YouTube Cup. Alvin is asking about qualifying time. Here's the deal on the YouTube Cup. Just like we've been doing this season, the top 20 are guaranteed a spot. And that leaves 16 spots for X amount of cars. And right now we had 72 qualify for Bristol. So to get in, it's not easy, and it shouldn't be. You got to earn your way into the YouTube Cup. Once you're in that top 20, as long as you stay in there, you're guaranteed a spot, no matter how bad you qualify, if you wreck, so on and so forth. Now, going into the 2019 season, if you have, and this isn't set in stone, but right now I'm thinking if we're doing 11 to 13 races, which includes the All-Star race, so maybe 10 to 12 points races. If you have 3 DNFs and you're outside the top 20, your car might be parked for the year. That kind of gets rid of the pretenders and keeps us with the contenders. You know what I mean? So top 20, get in. If you're in the top 20, you're in. Other than that, you have to qualify. I'm hoping, and I'm not guaranteeing, but I'm hoping to qualify Daytona. Yeah, I know they do the pack qualifying now, but I still do it single car qualifying. But I'm hoping to do the Daytona qualifying similar to how they do it, and have 2 twin races, and how you finish there determines if you're in the race, not in the race, or where you're starting in the race. I'm hoping to do that due to Dave Akers' generosity. He hooked it up with 3D Botmaker's new Fat Track Start Gate, where you can add as much orange track as you want behind it. So as long as the cars can all fit on the track, I get the appropriate stuff I need for it, board and whatnot, and if it can line up with how I want the Daytona track, then I think we're going to give it a shot. Cut your thumb today. Not good, dude. Truck Series, I don't know, we might start it off maybe 6 races. Plan on doing the Indy 500. I think I might do an Indy 500, but as far as a full season with open wheels, I'm gonna say no still, probably for 2019. So I know we already have a lot of cars. Got to make them last and fast. You got it, buddy. I know we have quite a few cars that were in the 2018 Indy 500 on the Sub 4A channel. So those will roll forward, and if we get any more, we'll do it like that. And then for the fall, by then I hope to be done with all of the NOS Racing Series, YouTube Cup, the Truck Series, which doesn't have a name yet, but I have something in mind. In the fall, I'm gonna dabble with something different. Maybe I'll get back to doing some more King of the Misfits live streams. Yeah, probably. I will, like when I pick up your box, I'll do a live stream probably tomorrow night, because we have Bobby Och has an entry. He's the one who won the Ferrari tournament. He's the one that entered the El Camino in the March Madness tournament. They got upset in the first round. I gave him crap about that. Oh, we got Red Pill Racing in the house. You just missed me talking about the Indy 500. Red Pill Racing and family kicked some serious butt in the 2018 edition on the Sub 4 RA channel. First female ever to win the Daytona 5 or the Indy 500. We almost had the first female also win Daytona 500 with Jennifer Sherdude. Yeah, I'd like to get to do more live stream, and what I would like to do, because I know John, you're big on football, and I don't know how many people that are subscribed to the channel are NFL fans, but I would like to do maybe a Sunday night or Monday night recap live stream after every Sunday night in the 2019 football season. Yes, NASCAR. It's I haven't established a due date yet, but I'm going to run the NASCAR, the YouTube Cup 2019 season. It's going to start exactly when the regular NASCAR season starts. Kind of helps getting views that way. The Truck Series is going to run after the YouTube Cup. Okay. Indy cars. As of right now, I plan on doing an Indy 500. If I do an abbreviated season, I know I just said I probably wouldn't. I'm, maybe 3-4 races or something. The Truck Series will probably be anywhere from 6 to 8, and I'm hoping to. I want to have all forms of NOS racing done by the football season, the start of the football season. Hopefully, really preseason. So I have a new form of racing I want to start in the fall, and maybe do more King of the Misfits. And like I said, the live streaming football chat for that week's games. Maybe I'll do it like on a Tuesday night. I don't know, we'll see. Depends on my schedule and all that stuff, so we'll see. Oh yeah, other thing to bring up. Would anybody, and I'm not saying you got to fork it over right now, would anybody be interested in, and I won't hold it to you, what happened to Sherdude? Sherdude's still there. Jennifer Sherdude she's still running good. I think she's still top 10 in points in the NOS racing, the regular NOS racing series. But would anybody be interested? And I haven't figured everything out yet, and I'm not holding anybody to it or anything like that, but just curious, anybody be interested in Sub 4 RA t-shirts, hats, stuff like that? Fantasy football? Would anybody be interested in something like that if I put them up for sale? Using the logo that is that I use for the channel now. And maybe if I do go that route, purchase some, maybe I'll use some for giveaways and stuff like that. Which, speaking of which, I think for the Daytona 500, Dave Akers has already provided a 5-pack that he told me to use for any tournament or whatever. So I believe I'm going to do, whoever wins the Daytona 500 for the YouTube Cup will get that 5-pack. I'll send that 5-pack out to them. So I'll have to show that tomorrow night when I show Bobby Och's. He has one entry for the king of the quarter mile, and he has one entry for the 2019 YouTube Cup. Keep in mind, any entries for YouTube Cup, they will not race this season, as there are only 2 more to qualify. I'm going to save everything for the 2019 season. Okay. So he has one for that. John Mueller has a box. Need to pick that up. So we will either be live tomorrow night, and it might be a little bit later, or Wednesday night, as I usually can't go until about 9:30 Pacific time. Unless I can squeeze it in sooner. But if I squeeze it in sooner, I'll probably have to kind of limit it to about half an hour or so. All right, any predictions on who will win the Daytona 500? Hey, it's Kylito Newt. Any predictions who will win the Daytona 500? Early predictions. Who will win Daytona 500 for the YouTube Cup? Any predictions right now? All right, we got Kylito Newt. Dylan Kraft already going with Tim Flock. Got Kylito Newt and X90 in the house. Truex. See, Truex is one of those Lionels that is fast. I have found, and it's maybe not a... Yeah, they're already going Tim Flock, man. Tim Flock has got like this cult following already. A lot of people probably don't realize Tim Flock was a former NASCAR driver in that car, Plymouth Fury. He was a series champion at least one year that I know of. I don't know if he won it multiple times. He might have, I don't know. But he's old school NASCAR, like when they raced on the beach style NASCAR for Daytona. For those of you who don't know, yeah, they actually did that. They raced on the beach. Pretty crazy. So 2 quick Beyblade. I don't know anything about that, dude. How you do football cards. How you can do baseball prior to 2012-ish. I can do, obviously, the diecast. Yeah, I don't know anything about Beyblades, man. It's like tops. Yeah, I don't know. That probably wouldn't be entertaining at all for anybody, because I don't know anything about the Beyblade. Let's see, where are we at percentage-wise on the phone? 50%, man. This thing drains it. All right, so look for qualifying. Bristol qualifying will be posted probably Wednesday, Thursday. The streams. Ah, yes. I started, man, that was like a year ago. I started on, because my phone at the time would not do live. I couldn't do YouTube live. I had to do Instagram, which I really liked, because, yeah, I could play the music. I can do whatever on there. Doesn't matter. I just realized I have the phone up, so is that going to be like that? That's going to be like that, huh? Oh, crap. What a noob. I thought I was on Instagram. I must have thought I was. I don't know. So, should be like that. Rotate device. Yeah. I screwed up. Oh, well. It is what it is. Deal with it, homie. I had a lot of live on Instagram last year. Just sucks the data away. Data's from the Goonies. Pinches of power. Don't forget, I did had my buddy Rancho San Miguel in one of the episodes. Someone needs to send a Dave Blaney for YouTube Cup. Yep, we have one in NOS Racing pretty fast. Data, nah. Star Trek, all they do is fly around on that ship. They don't do anything. Data's from the Goonies, Pinches of Power. Rancho San Miguel, yes. Very cool guy. Have him over every now and then. I forget, did he turn up being Gizmo? That's pretty funny. Good times, guys, good times. Let's see, they turned, no, they're still on. They're still playing over there. Turned out being Shrek. Let's see. Something like that. All right, how is the video now that I screwed up and I have this going vertical? How's the video? WHMB Jail Jim Racem. Okay, I'm going to make sure you're getting in your YouTube Cup entries pretty quickly for 2019. Video quality is fair. How is it with the vertical shot as opposed to the horizontal? Because I screwed that up. Screwed that up like Alshon Jeffrey. Ball going through his hands yesterday. Felt bad for the guy. Kind of like Parkey the week, or who's the Bears kicker? Cody Parkey? Bears kicker, right? Felt bad for him too. I look, you went there? Even worse? You tell what you're looking at. All right, cool. That might not be a good thing. All right, anybody else with a early prediction 2019 YouTube Cup Daytona 500 champion? Yeah, you gotta love spell check. Gotta love it. Ohio. I remember that episode. And if you don't follow me on Instagram, I need to put in some more. I have a bunch on there. I need to. Okay, so we're going Busch for the NASCAR Daytona 500 for the YouTube Cup. For those of you who don't know, the Kyle Busch 18 car in the YouTube Cup sent in by Kylito Newt. Rhino, can you do something? Depends on what it is. Something nice. Ooh, I don't know. That's asking for a lot. Oh, Kane for YouTube Cup, Busch for actual Daytona. Casey Kane, also owned by Kylito Newt, if memory serves me correct. And I should have wrote these down when I got them in. I just didn't expect as much. Yes, Busch is fast. YouTube Cup. What practice are you at? I'm at a swim practice. Even though they got the football field and the soccer players over there. Yeah, Kyle Busch. I'm just amazed. I mean, his old school 5 car in the NOS Racing does well. I am amazed because he's ran all that season, all this season, and all YouTube Cup season. Or maybe he missed the first race. I think he missed Daytona. I'm just amazed that he has not won any form of NOS Racing one single race yet. It's crazy. It's almost like Phillip Rivers never winning a Super Bowl. I thought San Diego, or I keep calling him I will always call him San Diego. They're not LA. Hell, the Rams are barely even LA. Can't even fill their stadium with their own fans. Ridiculous. From a Rams fan, diehard. My condolences go out. I don't know if he's going to watch this live one, but my condolences go out to Chris aka Ghost Jerker. Thought the Chargers had a chance, man. I thought they had a chance of beating New England. Yes, Rivers, he didn't stand a chance yesterday. I mean, it was bad. It was over at first quarter. Like the Colts or Baltimore, yeah. Well, the Colts moved from Baltimore to Indy when I was, what year was that? 84? 85? Yeah, my knowledge of racing isn't, for these last few years, isn't as strong as, that's almost every sport except for football. Baseball is tailed. I don't know anybody in baseball anymore. U2 Cup. We'll get wins the U2 Cup. I wouldn't bet against that. I would bet with it. Yeah, I agree. I think they'll get, at some point, get wins in the YouTube Cup. Yeah, the middle of the night, yes. I remember the Mayflower trucks. Yeah, how scandalous that was. It's funny how bad and how screwed up it was. They got a team ripped away from them. How they ended up with the team that got ripped away from another city. No, Kurt in the YouTube Cup, his car is fast. His car is fast. It might even be technically faster, straight quarter mile, than the other two, and I think that's why he has some problems sometimes in qualifying. Can you help my friend? All right. You say he's just a friend. Yeah, he flips a lot because he's got too much speed. I'm not talking about bus 2525. Yeah, I'll always, even though the Chargers started, for those of you who don't know, in the 60s, they started initially in LA. Can anybody tell me where the Rams initially started? No, I'm really... Syracuse beat Duke. Syracuse beat Duke. Clemson beat Alabama. Tar Heels. Didn't the Tar Heels get knocked off on Saturday? Louisville. Did Louisville hold on? I used to be... John Mueller comes in with Anaheim. No, it is not correct, John. The Rams did not start in Anaheim. Will one day tame the monster that is YouTube Cup. Quite possibly. That 99 is fast. 99 is fast. Cold out here. Yeah, I'm not gonna talk crap about the Patriots. I mean, yeah, they beat us. And I remember when they did, how it was going to go down as the biggest upset ever. No, they didn't start in St. Louis. It was going to be the biggest upset ever when the Greatest Show on Turf lost to Tom Brady. Coca-Cola YouTube on YouTube. All right, Coca-Cola YT on YouTube. I will do that. Gold. Are gold ones allowed? Hot Wheels gold ones? Wait, for what? Green Bay Rams. Negative. The Rams, and there's 4 people in here right now. For those of you in here, I should say. Okay, I'll check them out, dude. For those of you in here, the Rams actually started in Cleveland. They were originally the Cleveland Rams and moved to LA, I want to say sometime in the 40s. And that's when the Browns came in. Yeah, they were actually in Cleveland first. It had to been the late 40s, early 50s, Paul Brown. Late 40s, early 50s. And back then they were pretty awesome. They had Otto Graham. Otto Graham is their quarterback. Jim Brown, obviously. The Browns were Blue and white helmets were better than now. No, I like that they went back to the 70s, 80s, 90s uniform. And I hate to admit it, at first when I first saw it, when they played the Niners, I think did they wear them? No, they didn't wear them. Open up. They wore them against the Niners last year on, was it Sunday night? No, Thursday night football. Thursday night football. When they wore them against the Niners, those mustard ones. Thought they were hideous at first. Now I kind of like them. College football? No, I do not watch college football. Vince Ferragamo was my first ever favorite quarterback. I even named a cat we had in a litter. I named him Fence because I thought Vince Ferragamo's first name was Fence for whatever reason. I was like 4, didn't know any better. I thought his name was Fence, so I named the cat Fence, the kitten. Yes, big Ferragamo fan. It's funny because, and ironically enough, in the 70s, the Cowboys kept us out of probably, I don't know if it was every single Super Bowl they went to, they beat us in the championship game or how that worked out, but they kept us out of quite a few Super Bowls. And then the year we finally made it, we beat them at their house, divisional round. It was a 1979 season. We beat them at their place. Actually, it was Roger Staubach's last game, too. Then we went on, believe it or not, playing Tampa Bay Buccaneers in the NFC title game. Beat them 9-0. And then went to play the Steelers. And it was probably the worst team we had in the 70s. And it was the one team that made it to the Super Bowl, up 19-17 on the Steelers. And couldn't get anything going in the second half. Pittsburgh won. They beat the Falcons. Okay. Wait, the Falcons made the NFC Championship game in the 70s? Came together at one time to have the NFL. Yes, there used to be a NFL and there used to be a AFL. AFL had Raiders, Jets. I believe the Chargers were in it. Maybe were the Chiefs in it? I think the Chiefs might have been it. They beat the Falcons 1980. I don't know anything about Beyblade. 1980, the 1980 season. Did they go to the Super Bowl that year? Houston Oilers or another team in the AFL. And the AFL was they weren't. Wait, who the Cowboys go to the Super Bowl? I'm trying to think. 1981. No, it was the Raiders. The Raiders played the Eagles in the 1980 season. They played the Raiders. Eagles were in the Super Bowl. Cowboys didn't go to the Super Bowl in the 80s. Galaxy Pegasus. Sounds like a cell phone that would be ridiculously priced. That's why I'm still rolling with this Galaxy Note 3. Yeah, so this phone is, 5 years old. Yeah, it's cracked, it's chipped. It has a sucky case cover, but still works. Who likes Mudvayne? So the Cowboys beat the Falcons in an NFC Championship game? Hell, I didn't even think Atlanta made a championship game until the Dirty Birds went. Mudvayne. Got 5 in here right now. Let's see what time it is. Got a few more minutes. 33% on the phone life. Don't you remember the Bengals? Wait. The 70s. Don't you remember the Bengals won at least one time? Or went? The Bengals did not go to the Super Bowl until the 1981 season when they lost to San Francisco 40 whiners, the first of 2 times. Lombardi is the greatest of all time. Some might argue Belichick. Kenny Anderson, yep, good quarterback was Kenny. I always used Pat Riley. Was there safety or corner? I don't remember which. I used to always joke about him with my cockatiel bird for some reason. Weird, I know. I used to always have a joke with them. I don't remember what it is now. Yeah, Belichick, greatest of all time. Brady, greatest of all time quarterback. And realistic, sorry about the wobbliness there. Brett Favre beat every NFL team. Well, I'm sure Brady's beat everyone as well. I'm sure Manning did too. No, Brady hasn't beat the Patriots. So he hasn't beat every NFL team. Manning, did the Broncos play the Colts? Soars through the galaxy in the animation. I'm going to take your word on that. Oh yeah, except for the Patriots. Yeah, I caught myself. I caught myself right after I said it. Bradshaw called all his plays. Good old Terry. Yeah, imagine back then with no headset in your helmet for the quarterbacks. As much a Rams fan as I am, man, I don't know, they wouldn't be getting away with that. Not being able to, coach talking to the ear of the quarterback, they wouldn't be, their game plan would be completely different. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see, Matt, not necessarily, because how long was he with Denver? 3, 4, if he was with 4 seasons, he had to have played them once. He was actually at the Rams game. Looks like he's dropped quite a bit of weight, as a lot of the football players do these days once they stop all the calorie intake and all that stuff, and they, you know, I'm sure they're still on some workout regimen and they slim down quite a bit. Of course, without pads on, you're going to look a lot different anyways, but I knew all this. That's good. Yep, NFL is the only sport I still watch religiously. Even NASCAR has been extremely hit and miss. I mean, honestly, guys, to me, the NASCAR season is just too long. Not for long. What's that about, John? Time we got. Time check. Ooh, got a couple more minutes before I gotta head out. As usual, I didn't think I'd be not for long. Yeah. All right, Jerry Glanville. Do you? I think I have it somewhere. Jerry Glanville. I forget about my finger. Dan Marino. And his isotoner gloves. Jerry Glanville had a NASCAR. I don't know what series NASCAR he had, but he did have a NASCAR car, 50-something. Of course, it was black. Can break glass. It can break Samuel L. Jackson. Is that it's postseason intercedes with the NFL? Yes, big problem. But I thought the Roval was great. Thought they had one at Daytona. They should implement that one as well. About time a road course got into the chase, or whatever they still call it that. I don't even know. The season needs to be shrunk down. Need to cut back on these cookie cutter mile-and-a-half tracks. Same stuff as it's been going on for a long time. But first and foremost, cut the season down. I don't know if they're back to 2 races at Darlington, but Darlington, if you're gonna have 2 races at tracks, Darlington's one you gotta have. Oh, the WWE. Oh yeah, we can talk about the WWE or F, whatever you like to call it. Still have a cough.
prior to 2000. Oh yeah, when WWFE whatever took over WCW, and then it became total crap.
But hey, what about this new league that's coming in, All Elite Wrestling, AEW, owned by the son of the owner of the Jacksonville Jaguars, the Khan, one of the Khans, Tony Khan, I believe. So many tracks taking races from good tracks like California. Yeah, I'm California. California never should have had Darlington's Southern 500. Should have never had the Labor Day race. Should have never happened. Tony Stewart back? No, I think they're fine without Tony Stewart.
Oh yeah.
Anybody remember the Honcho Man Sandy Ravage? All right, Alvin, thank you for popping in. Hope to see you running. Perhaps 657. Hope to see you running in the YouTube Cup Truck Series, King of the Quarter Mile, whatever it may be. All right, guys, our racetrack used to have a NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series run up there. Yeah, that's sick. In a good way, of course. Need second race back and Rock. Yeah, bring back the Rock. And if you smell, not that Rock. Let's see. Oh, okay. All right, guys. You know what? I'm gonna have to head out. 6:57. Yep, I gotta roll.
Kylito Newt. NASCAR needs the YouTube Cup. Oh yeah, that's where it's at today. Oh yeah, the YouTube Cup is the cream of the crop.
All right, guys. I gotta roll. I gotta get out. Thanks for tuning in. We're at the 51, almost 52 minute mark. As of right now, it is 52 minutes. As always, guys, thanks for stopping in. Thanks for chatting. As always, thanks for stopping in. I don't know what I'm trying to say. As always, thanks for watching.